Al has a question here. You may or may not have heard of WWE Hall of Famer Sunny's continuous brushes with the law, and she's just been arrested again for threatening to stab someone with scissors while under the influence of drugs and alcohol. And Al wants to know, is there anything you could do with her?
Yeah, absolutely. If she wanted it, and that's the key to the whole thing. If a person wants it, I can't. So free will is the key to everything. God gave us free will, so we're free to make our choices. And I did see that story, I think early this morning, somewhere around 4 or 5 o'clock this morning, and it's really sad. I've never met Sunny, but I would help her if she wanted the help. And you really got to want something. There was a time, as you know, that in my youth, I grew up very hard, and my parents died at a young age, and I quit school in the 8th grade and lied about my age and went to work for a construction company and worked with some really tough guys. And I had to grow up very fast. And I grew up on the streets. I used drugs. I drank. I was violent. And so I made a lot of bad choices in my life. And I very easily could have ended up dead or in prison. A lot of the people that I hung out with back then are dead or in prison. And I could have been there as well. So I finally had an epiphany one day that I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I actually prayed and asked God to help me. And that's how I came out of it. And so when I see people like Sonny and other people like that, it's very sad. And yes, if she contacted me, I would be there for her in a flash and do anything, everything that I could by the power of God working through me to help her. But she's got to want that.
Mikey on here wants to know, going back to Sunny, everyone's favorite subject, do you think if she keeps going on the way she has been, she'll kill herself? I think that it's a miracle she hasn't killed herself or anyone else with all of her continuous DUI convictions.
It's sad, Hannibal. That's a sad story. It really is. And I've known many people like Sonny. I grew up with people like that. And since I became this spiritual warrior for God, I've helped hundreds of people like Sonny. So I'm very familiar with that type of dynamic. And I pray for her. I do. Scott Hall was another one that I had interactions with in the past. And we never met or anything like that, but we had some online discussions back and forth. I let him know that I was praying for him, and he appreciated that. And Sonny, if you're watching out there, get a hold of me. You if you want help. I mean, don't waste my time if you're not real and authentic and you don't want the help and you enjoy doing what you're doing. You go right ahead and do it. Don't waste my time. But if you are sincerely seeking to be free from this kind of stuff, I would gladly help you. So please, if you're watching or listening, reach out. I feel really bad for Hannibal, and I've seen a lot of these types of situations, and what you said is absolutely true. It's a miracle that she hasn't killed someone, in the process of with the drunk driving and all that kind of stuff, or even, with these threats or whatever she's doing. Demons are obviously fueling this, and their mission is to kill, rob, and destroy. So I pray for her that she gets help soon, because she is on a path of destruction.
Yeah, it seems like it's in the jail so far since 2018. She's spent a total of 3 years in jail. It doesn't seem to be helping. So I
It's
don't know
sad.
what's going to be rock bottom for her.
Usually in a case like that, and again, I don't know Sunny. I've never had any talk or interaction with her, so I can't speak for her. What I can say, generally in a case like that, something has happened to a person. Usually it's in childhood where something really bad happened. And then that stays with a person, Hannibal, and it will stay with a person until someone like me, and not that I'm anything special, it's the power of God working through me. So I don't claim to be anything special at all. There's lots of people out there like me doing this type of work. But it requires someone like me to come along, God working through me or whomever else, to deliver that person. Otherwise, the devil will have a legal right to be there, and those demons will remain attached to that person throughout their life. And the person doesn't even realize what's going on. All they know is that their life sucks and they have one problem after another and they can't figure out why this continues to happen.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please help me out and like this video, then click the subscribe and get notifications buttons so you don't miss any of my latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Follow us on Facebook at the Hannibal TV for more live streams and videos. And while you're at it, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at the Hannibal TV.